Obviously, people have been saying it's a strength hazard, week and a half in camp.
Everybody keeps telling me that. I'm trying to put pressure on me. No, it's been good. I've been pleased. Some of the older guys, I think, picked up where I thought they left off coming out of spring. And some of the young guys who needed to improve, I think we've seen that through the first 10, 11 practices. So I'm pleased. Not satisfied, but pleased.
How do you handle that as a coach in the sense where everybody is hyping him up as the best unit on the team?
Try not to hear the noise. I mean, good or bad, we try to live in our bubble. And I don't pay attention to any of that really. Never have, good or bad. But, come to work every day, practice for the purpose, try to improve what we need to improve on, and the rest will take care of itself. But I got a great group. I got older guys, great leadership with Darius, JPO, Quanzell. So I got a group that's been through it, and they understand what it takes to have success and how to work. Hopefully I got the young guys that, will follow and follow that example.
With Darius limiting his reps, which guys do you think have benefited from that the most, the guys that are able to step in for him?
Well, in particular, I'd say John Badicke. He's gotten a lot more reps at 3 technique because of Darius's, not injury, but his knee and trying to limit his reps. So Badicke's taken advantage of that. He's moved up the depth chart coming out of spring. We didn't think he was playing like he was capable of playing. He is now. I mean, I'm really excited about what Badicke's done. So I think that's one guy that comes to mind at 3 technique that really has taken advantage and solidified his place on the depth chart.
What were your first impressions of Darius? Have they changed at all over time? Just share some impressions.
Well, he was so limited in the spring, and we were so protective of him. And he'd tell you admittedly he was not up to full strength where he is now, I think, with the summer with KP. He's just really good with his hands. He's extremely mature in his approach in the film room and at the practice field. He's extremely experienced, so he knows, when he gets in a certain block or a certain down and distance, it's just that knowledge of the game. And as I've seen him play throughout scrimmage reps and fall camp situational reps, it shows itself. He's got unbelievable hands. One of the best guys I've been around, getting his hands on blocks. And he has that ability that when he walks on the field, he changes. He becomes a different guy. You've been around him, he's a great kid. He'll be great whatever he does in life. But when he comes on that field, he turns into a nasty kid, and that's what I like to see.
Sebastian, he's obviously always looked the part.
Yeah.
What has he done, I guess, to do what you need him to do as a nose tackle on this specific defense?
He's a big, good-looking kid, isn't he, man? I tell you what. What he needed to do coming out of spring, we challenged him to do was play with more consistent pad level, inside hands. He has a tendency in the spring to play wide with his hands. And what we were doing schematically as a defense, technically as a defense, we asked him to change his footwork off the ball from what they were doing previous. That took some time. It's still a work in progress, but what I see him do is when he plays with that technique, when he gains ground off the ball, when he keeps those pads down, because he is a big dude, I think he plays with inside hands, he's hard to move. I don't know how much we'll get out of Darius, how much we'll get out of Sebastian in the pass game. As far as pass rush, we'll see. But in the run game, he should be a heck of a player because he has a stump and he's a tough, strong kid. And I've seen him continue to develop that technique.
Coach Neiman talked about the idea would be to drop back 7, pressure 4, and obviously puts a lot of emphasis on D-line, put a lot of emphasis on Quanzell and JPO.
I hope we're able to do that. That'd be a great thing for everybody. I think, the rush, it's all 4 of those guys up front. Those ends got to contain, collapse the pocket. Those inside guys got to push. They got to trap the quarterback and, be able to work in concert. So I think all those guys, as they develop and as we develop the depth behind them, because I really think, I always tell people it's like full court press, on a basketball court. Those guys, every snap they're involved. They affect every play. It's not like you're the backside corner. You can take your foot off the gas even though you shouldn't, or you're the receiver away. I mean, they're involved pushing 300 pounds every play. So it's hard to rush the passer. We talk, you got to harass, you got to disrupt. It's not all about sacks, but certainly, Quanzell and JPO at the end is where it starts, bringing pressure off the edge, and then Darius and Sebastian inside getting the push. But it all happens together.
And a year ago, I think they were playing like 8, 9 guys rotating. Are you a rotation guy?
Yeah,
Do you have a number in mind?
Not yet. We're still trying to find out how many guys can rotate, but we'll hopefully have 8 that we feel good about. Like I said, it's a work in progress, but I'd like to at least roll 2 through every position, if not, a pair and a spare at each position, so to speak. So we got to do that. I just think, whether it's tempo offense like we get versus our offense in practice or Indiana or whoever you might be playing, it's such a physical strain on those guys. You got to be able to roll in my opinion, to have success.
You mentioned something to us in the spring about maybe a speed package
Yep.
across the defensive line. Where are you guys with that? Have you decided who would be in that and how much you would use
Yeah,
that?
the first thing I do, we move JPO back inside, 3 technique, and then you take, maybe a linebacker, and we'll figure out who that is as we go. But right now, if we get our speed package, just taking JPO 3 technique, letting him play D tackle, use his athletic ability, his experience from last year, to try to get a single block, a one-on-one pass rush on the guard, and that's something he's done a good job of so far in camp.
Coach, what have you seen from Quanzell in camp, and what are your expectations of him this year?
Quanzell, I don't think Quanzell, if you watched him last year, I know he did a great job playing the stand-up 6. Quanzell, steady Eddie, he's not real flashy. I don't think he's a speed rush kind of guy. He's going to be a guy that's going to wear you down, be physical, a lot of speed to power type things with Quanzell. In the run game, he'll be stout like Sebastian. He's a great 6 technique. When you're talking about playing head up on a tight end, playing a 2-gap technique, because he's physical and strong, he's able to do that for us, which that's what I expect him to do, really control the run game, control the C-gap, be a 2-gap player for us. And then in the pass game, be a guy that maybe not is going to have a ton of sack numbers because he may not have the speed and flash to, run around the guy, but just to wear a guy out physically, and be a speed to power, bull rush kind of guy that, uses that strength and durability he has because he's an older guy to wear a guy down over 4 quarters.
Any other questions? Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks.